Marcus from Live Life Your Way here. Welcome to another video, another vlog, another day of client exercises. We've had Maggie here this morning. We've got her doing some rehab work. I hope you enjoy some of the specifics on that. I'm going to go through some of the exercises that she's been doing. Who else have we got? We've got Janet coming in today as well, and we've got young Mia coming in as well today. So we're going to go through some of their work today, show you some of the stuff they've been doing, some of the progressions they've had, and hope you enjoy some of the videos in today. So one of the things I just wanted to quickly talk about was why I do a lot of the movement stuff I do with my clients. I've always believed, and I think it's a correct belief to have, that for a person to be able to lift heavy, to be able to do all of the basic deadlift, squat, all those sorts of movements, the right muscles have to learn to work, the right muscles have to learn to activate, the right muscles have to be functioning correctly with total control in the body to be able to perform those movements. So if you want to squat, then you've got to have the flexibility and the strength in your quads to be able to get down to 90 degrees, do all those sorts of things. If you want to be able to deadlift, your glutes have to be switching on correctly, and most people's don't, and you've got to learn to warm up, get all your correct movements in place before you go lifting that bar, or you're going to hurt your back. It's as simple as that. Same with a squat. You could end up hurting your back, hurting the spinal area. There's so many things that can go wrong in a heavy lift movement. So one of the things I've always liked to teach is basically switch all the muscles on, get the movement patterns right before I even throw a barbell at a client at all in any way, shape or form. Keeping that core nice and tight, that back nice and straight. Good, make it a 4-part movement. Down, out wide, back in, back up. Good. Good, spot on. Take your time with it. Gently over the head. Good. Keep those elbow arms directly at your sides, not in front of you. So I want you to go back, reset, arms down here, just straight out to the side. That's better. Squeeze with the glutes to come up. Doing really well with that. Range of motion is good. Happy with that. Good. Awesome. Loving the trap bar deadlift. Trap bar is so neutral and it's a predominantly glute movement, and Janet's mid back is a little bit fatigued from her session the other day. 2 more. So we didn't want to use lats in any of the movements today. Woo! Good work, go girl. So get the trap bar out today, neutral grip, don't have to switch the lats on as much. Predominantly glute work, and we're doing it in the raised handle positions. That gives us the equivalent of a rack pull, so we don't have to do a full range of motion as much. So we're still getting the lift, but without having to go all the way down into a full deadlift position. Good work. Downsides of being a slightly shorter person, she just, with that bench, she just can't get her ass all the way on the ground, but she's doing a really good job on that. One more. Good work. Now the awkwardness of putting the bar back down again.
Down. It has landed.
Short leg problems. And then back up again. So we've got Mia's first Romanian deadlifts and we're teaching her with a bar. So we need to get her get the movement correct first. Good. Relax, reset. Bend the bar. So we need to get that movement right first before we progress to weight. The best way to do that is with a dowel. So you want to slow it down. You want to basically a 3-second count down and a 3-second count coming back up again. Alright, so bend the bar. Stand up nice and tall. Good. Bend that bar. Breath in and hold it. Hip hinge. Good. Squeeze with the glutes to come back up. And then relax. Alright, so now we're progressing to bar. See how she goes. All new for her, all new curve, learning curve.
Lives in the highlands of Papua New Guinea.
Right.
This egg is just a snippet from Javatos Day. She's collecting water from a river.
One of the things I was just explaining to me was one of the reasons I teach some of the techniques I do is it's all about teaching the body to do what you want it to do rather than go on its own autopilot. And everyone has an autopilot. You've just got to learn to switch it off. Good. Squeeze with the glutes to come up. So what we've done is we've shuffled this around now to a kettlebell Romanian deadlift with a narrow stance. So we get a lot more glute med kicking in as well to stabilize. Good. How's that one feeling?
Yeah, a lot better. I can definitely, I think this is so much better than doing the actual
The barbell.
barbell because I'm not bending as much.
You're not having to switch on the lats. Well, you're still bending exactly the same movement pattern.
Alright.
It's still exactly the same movement pattern, but you now no longer have to switch on your lats and hold a bar. You're holding kettlebells in a neutral grip. And of course, while we're talking, my phone goes off. Yay! Alrighty, so you're going to mirror me. So just like we did last time, same again. Look at you, all enthusiastic. You go, girl.
I know.
Alright, now, good. Drive down through the floor. Get the torso upright. Good. Again, focus on stability.
Yeah.
It's not a race. Don't rush it. Keep that trailing leg nice and straight. Good. Torso upright.
Oh yeah, I can definitely.
That's okay. It's a new movement. Doing really, really well. Good. Good work. One more. Woohoo! Go you. Good work. Some new moves today.
Yes. Holy shit, I literally feels like I'm doing this. And I'm just sitting still.
Ah, awesome. So, morning session's all done. Hope you enjoyed some of that. We'll go, now it's time to clean up. Okay, put everything away, grass clean up. Grass gets everywhere. So coming up very shortly, we've actually got a seminar this weekend. We're doing squat classes. We're doing a squat technique session. So because you can still have a certain amount of people in a group with all of this situation going on at the moment, we can have up to 10 people in a group. So we're actually doing a squat technique session this weekend. So we're going to film that, we'll vlog it, we'll upload it so you can keep in touch with that as well and what's happening with all of that. If you've got any questions, just ask. Appreciate the watching the videos, appreciate you guys out there supporting us all. Remember to hit the subscribe button. We really want to build up the subscribers so we can actually boost the channel up, so we can get some more content going. Constantly producing more and more content here. It is the amount of editing is just driving me batty. but eventually I'll find someone to do it all for me, so I don't have to do so much of it. It'd be really good if I could have someone else holding the camera, so I can be in the videos a little bit more like what just was then. As I was saying earlier, I really like to focus with my clients on getting them to get their movements down right, get their movements correct, get their muscle activation right first before we start throwing heavy weight at them. Occasionally I get an advanced client who comes on board who already knows most of that already, which is great, so we can go straight into some heavy work. But especially for beginners, we get a lot of people come through and they basically, they're not sure how to move. They have been sedentary or inactive for so long, and especially people in office work, their glutes switch off, their butts shut down, basically their glute max switch is completely off, or they've got an imbalance left and right. So we need to work on stabilizing that before we get into heavy weights, heavy squats. But probably the two big lifts that I really like to get all my clients into and enjoying and working hard on deadlifts and barbell squats. And once we get those, we get the preparatory work to getting into those movements. We get those movements up and we get them right. Everyone gets so excited about getting a deadlift spot on, and especially when they get to the point of being able to deadlift their own body weight. Everyone gets so excited about that. So yeah, you'll see, we try and film as much of that as we can. You'll see a lot of that stuff coming up. A lot of our older footage is from when we were still in the gym, in the commercial gym, before everything got closed down with all of this. And eventually, once we go back to the commercial gym, you'll see a lot more stuff coming out of there as well. In the meantime, we're working out of the studio gym and out in the outdoors, and we're doing as much of that as we can. But you guys stay safe out there. Hit the subscribe button, support us as much as you can. We'll keep that content coming for you. Thanks for